Archangel Michael says, I need to talk to you for 2 minutes, and it has to be right now. Don't you dare ignore this and make me angry. Open this message quickly before it's too late. This is not just another voice, not just another passing moment, not just another scroll on your screen. This is a holy interruption. This is divine urgency wrapped in a whisper that sounds like thunder. This is Archangel Michael, heaven's warrior, sent with a message directly for you, and it cannot wait. Not even another heartbeat. Heaven's attention is on you right now, and this moment is marked in eternity. You did not stumble upon this by accident. It was chosen for you. Your name is being spoken in places higher than you can imagine. Right now, everything else must stop. Please like this video right now if you feel even the smallest pull in your heart, because something sacred is about to unfold and this one moment could shift everything. Comment Amen. Let your agreement unlock the flow of this word into your life. Seal it with your belief. Archangel Michael says, I need to talk to you for 2 minutes, and it has to be right now. What he means is this isn't just another ordinary day. This isn't just another passing thought. There is something serious happening in the realm of the spirit concerning your life, and heaven is trying to break through the noise. The timing is divine and urgent. When he says, don't you dare ignore this, it's not anger that's speaking, it's fierce love. A love that will not let you stay in the dark. A love that refuses to stay silent while you're under attack. He is not angry with you, but angry at the storm trying to swallow you whole. The warning is not to scare you, it is to protect you. Because God's protection often comes wrapped in serious instruction. Right now, there is a divine intervention breaking through every wall, every delay, every spiritual battle surrounding you. Archangel Michael does not come unless the battle is real. He is heaven's warrior, the one who fought for Daniel's prayers to reach earth, the one who wars when God's chosen are under siege. And today, he is here for you. That means something is shifting. Something unseen but deeply real is being shaken right now. This message is not about fear. It's about awakening. You've been asleep in some places, spiritually tired, emotionally stretched, silently breaking under weight you never chose to carry. The enemy has whispered that no one sees you, that no one cares, that your cries go unheard. But heaven has seen. Heaven has heard. And heaven has sent a response. There are seasons when God sends peace. But there are seasons when God sends a warrior. And right now, God has sent Michael. That means your life is worth fighting for. It means your breakthrough is being wrestled into your timeline. It means something has been blocking you and it ends today. Not later. Not when you feel stronger. But right now. That's why the message is so urgent. That's why this moment matters more than you realize. This is a divine emergency. The kind that only God's highest angelic forces can address. The kind that only heaven's armies can handle. And you, child of God, are the reason. There are things in the spirit that want to delay you, distract you, depress you, divide you. But God says enough. God is sending fire into the plans of your enemies. And He is sending light into the places where confusion tried to reign. Archangel Michael is not gentle with the enemy. He is fierce and focused. He doesn't arrive quietly. He comes with orders from God's throne. He comes carrying divine authority. When he steps in, every demon assigned to you has to back off. When he lifts his sword, every word curse that's been spoken against you begins to crumble. When he opens his mouth, lies begin to shake and truth rushes in like a flood. And that's what is happening right now. This moment is not about what you feel. It's about what is happening behind the veil. You may feel weak, but heaven is moving with power. You may feel numb, but angels are roaring over your destiny. You may feel forgotten, but your name is being written across heaven's war plans. Because you are not abandoned. You are not lost. You are not too late. You are marked. You are chosen. You are loved. And you are being defended by heaven itself. Archangel Michael says, I need to talk to you for 2 minutes, because in just 2 minutes, everything can change. The torment that's been circling you. The pressure that's been pressing in. The silence that's been suffocating. The cycle that's kept repeating. All of it can break in just one moment under the weight of God's presence. And that moment is now. Comment 11:11. Let it be a prophetic sign that you believe in divine timing and breakthrough. When he says, don't you dare ignore this, he's speaking to the spirit in you that knows better. The part of you that has known for weeks, maybe months, that something is off, that you need to come back, that you're not meant to live like this. That quiet whisper that keeps trying to rise up and remind you that you were made for more. Michael is calling that part of you to attention. Not the tired version of you. Not the defeated one. But the warrior. The worshipper. The one that still believes even with trembling hands. Heaven is moving in your direction. Not because you earned it. Not because you prayed long enough. But because you are loved enough. Because God made you. And he refuses to let darkness have the final word over your life. Michael's message is a warning to the enemy, not to you. His arrival is a divine shout that says, this one belongs to God. This one is off limits. And the enemy is trembling. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. If you're still listening, you already feel it. That strange stirring inside you. That tightness in your chest. That sense that this isn't just words, it's spirit and fire and life. That's not emotion. That's the anointing. That's the Holy Spirit awakening your soul again. That's the call of God pulling you out of the fog. You're not dying here. You're not fading away. You're not giving up. There is too much glory over your life. Too much promise still waiting to unfold. Too much light still waiting to shine through you. God hasn't given up on you. You are in a holy moment. And Michael is here because God said it's time. Time for chains to break. Time for fear to flee. Time for your spirit to stand up again. The enemy has had your peace long enough. The enemy has had your joy long enough. The enemy has whispered for long enough. Now, heaven speaks. And when heaven speaks, every other voice must be silent. Stay with this. There's more you need to hear. This is not over. Not even close. Everything is shifting. Keep listening. Let this soak into your soul. The next few moments carry fire. Don't stop now. Michael is not here for entertainment. He is here on assignment. And when heaven sends an assignment, it always comes with purpose, precision, and protection. This is not random. You were meant to receive this. Your spirit called for help even when your mouth stayed silent. Your heart cried out when no one could see the tears. And heaven answered. God didn't ignore your pain. He didn't overlook your struggle. He didn't turn his face when everything felt heavy. He sent his mightiest warrior to stand beside you. That alone should remind you how deeply valued you are. God never forgets his own. There may be delays, but never disconnection. There may be silence, but never absence. When the enemy pushes too far, heaven responds. And today, Michael stands with drawn sword, declaring war against every force that tried to wear you down, steal your faith, and crush your hope. The pressure you've been under hasn't gone unnoticed. The quiet battles in your mind have not been ignored. The nights where sleep would not come. The mornings when you wanted to stay in bed and disappear. Heaven saw it all. God counted every sigh. And he said enough is enough. You were not built to live in constant fear. You were not born to stay under attack. You were designed for victory, clothed in righteousness, and sealed with favor. Your name is known in heaven. Your voice is recognized in the throne room. And your destiny is too important to be lost in this valley. So the angels have been dispatched. Michael has been released. And the atmosphere around your life is shifting even now. The enemy has been watching you for years. He's seen your potential. He's watched your anointing grow even in dry seasons. He's studied your strength, waiting for a crack. But God has surrounded you with fire. That fire is not gone, it's just been buried beneath the ashes of fatigue and heartbreak. And now, heaven is blowing on those embers. Your spirit is being reignited. This message is oil to your flame. It's a divine reminder that you are still marked, still chosen, still protected. Comment 222. Let it be your sign of trust that heaven is handling what you cannot. When Michael says, "It has to be right now," he's not being dramatic. He's echoing the urgency of God's voice over your life. Delay has cost you too much already. Hesitation has drained your joy. Waiting for the perfect moment has allowed too many lies to take root. Right now is sacred. Right now is holy. Right now is the turning point. The Spirit of God is moving now, not tomorrow. He's healing the wounds you stopped talking about. He's clearing the fog that's been blinding your vision. He's lifting burdens that became too familiar to recognize as chains. All of it is happening right now. You don't need to understand everything to receive what God is doing. You don't have to fix yourself first. You don't need to be more spiritual, more perfect, more ready. God is moving because of love, not performance. Grace doesn't wait for you to qualify, it shows up when you can't stand on your own anymore. And right now, grace is wrapping around you like armor. It's lifting you from the inside out. It's restoring what you thought was gone forever. This message is your lifeline. It's your reminder that heaven never forgets who you are. It's your evidence that the darkness didn't win. Because even though you've been under pressure, your faith has not died. Even though you've been tempted to give up, something in you held on. That something is the Spirit of God, refusing to let go of you. He never will. He's not finished. He's just getting started. The enemy may have touched your body, but he couldn't touch your calling. He may have tried to confuse your mind, but he could not erase your identity. He may have delayed you, but he could not deny what God has written about your life. And now, the delay is over. The fog is lifting. The heavens are opening. And the sound of angelic wings is near. You are being covered. You are being strengthened. You are being reminded who you are. This is not a season to shrink back. This is not a moment to disappear. This is a moment to rise. Even if it's with tears in your eyes and shaking hands. Rise in your spirit. Rise in your worship. Rise in your hope. Because the war over your destiny has already been answered. Archangel Michael is here as proof. You are not alone in this battle. You are surrounded by angelic power. You are covered in divine presence. You are sealed in the covenant of the cross. And no force in hell can rewrite what God has ordained. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not beyond repair. You are exactly who God chose. And heaven is fighting for you right now. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There's more coming. Don't walk away. Every word still to come is soaked in the fire of the Spirit. Let it wash over you. Let it hold you. Let it carry you through the storm. You are not going back to who you used to be. Something new is being born in you right now. Stay close. It's not over yet. Your life is not ordinary. There is something on your name that carries the fingerprints of heaven. You may have been through fire, but you never burned out. You may have felt crushed, but you were never destroyed. And that's why Archangel Michael is here right now, not just to warn you, but to remind you. Remind you of who you really are. Remind you of the authority you carry. Remind you of the light that still burns inside of you, even when everything else went dark. God never starts something He does not plan to finish. You may have walked through seasons where it felt like all of heaven went silent, where prayers echoed back empty, where people disappeared, and hope started to shrink. But heaven was never far. The silence was not absence, it was strategy. And now, the time has come for divine release. The orders have been given. The angels have been sent. And Michael stands over you as heaven's declaration that the battle is turning in your favor. Comment 333. Let this be the moment you declare your faith is still alive. God's timing is never off. His hands never slip. His protection never weakens. You may not understand why the battle has gone on so long, why certain doors stayed shut, or why some prayers took so long to answer, but what you're about to walk into will make sense of the pain you've walked through. Because God is a restorer. He is not just going to give back what was stolen. He's going to multiply what was taken. What felt like a delay is turning into divine preparation. What looked like rejection is unfolding into redirection. You're not behind. You're not late. You're right on time for what heaven has aligned for you. Michael stands with a sword, not to frighten, but to cut through everything sent to distract, delay, or destroy you. Chains are breaking that you didn't even know were wrapped around you. Curses spoken by others are being reversed in the atmosphere around you. Lies that have clung to your identity are being burned away. This is deliverance. This is awakening. This is God stepping in and saying, "No more." You've been carrying things in silence. Smiling in public while weeping in private. Fighting battles in your mind that left you exhausted before the day even began. And yet, God has been watching. Not with disappointment, but with deep love. He never called you to carry all of this alone. That's why He's sending backup. That's why Michael is here. Not because you're weak, but because you're worth defending. Every moment you almost gave up, every second you questioned your worth, every breath you took when it would have been easier not to, heaven saw it. And God has counted every single one as seeds. Seeds that are now breaking the soil. The harvest is coming. Joy is returning. Clarity is being restored. The confusion that's clouded your thoughts is clearing. God is not just healing what happened, He is restoring what could have been. Archangel Michael does not just arrive. He is sent. And that means the King of Glory has issued a decree over your life. That decree cannot be cancelled. It cannot be overridden. It cannot be silenced. God's word never returns empty. If He spoke favor over your life, then it's still coming. If He promised protection, then you are still covered. If He whispered purpose into your soul, then nothing can erase it. No matter who walked away, no matter how hard the road has been, you are still standing because heaven is holding you. There's something holy rising inside of you right now. You may not have felt it for a long time. But it's there. That flicker of faith. That tug in your spirit. That undeniable sense that this is more than just a message, this is God speaking directly to the part of you that never stopped hoping. You were created for more than survival. You were born to overcome. And you are stepping into the very moment heaven wrote about before you ever took your first breath. This moment is sacred. You are not listening to this by accident. God orchestrated the timing, the place, and the encounter. The angels are not just visiting. They are staying. The Spirit of God is not just touching you. He is filling you. You are being marked anew. There is a fresh oil being poured over your life. And it is breaking through the hardest places. The dry places. The forgotten places. The places you thought were beyond healing. Nothing is too far gone when God is involved. This is what Archangel Michael means when he says it has to be right now. Because the door is open now. The window in heaven is open now. The wave of grace is crashing now. You do not have to wait to be free. You do not have to wait to be restored. The time is now. You are not going to miss it. You are not going to lose this chance. God is pulling you in. Grace is lifting you up. Angels are standing guard around you. Don't stop here. Let this word finish what it started. The breakthrough has already begun. Let it continue to flood your heart. There is still more to receive. Stay in this flow. Something holy is still unfolding. You are standing on the edge of something sacred. Everything you've been walking through, everything that felt like it was breaking you down, was actually preparing you for this shift. Archangel Michael did not speak with urgency so you could simply feel inspired. He spoke with urgency because the time for your deliverance, your alignment, and your restoration is not someday, it is now. The weight you've carried is being lifted, and the old season that tried to hold you hostage is breaking off your life, piece by piece, moment by moment. Comment 555. Let heaven know you are aligned with the grace flowing in this very hour. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There are things being reordered in the realm of the spirit. Paths that were blocked are now being cleared. Places where confusion reigned are being filled with light. People who were never meant to stay in your life are being removed, not because you are being punished, but because God is protecting the purpose He placed inside you. When heaven sends help, it is never half-hearted. And when God sends Michael, it is always because the enemy tried to reach too far. You are not the person you were last year, last month, or even last week. Something in you has changed. You may not have words for it yet, but your soul has felt it. The shaking wasn't to break you, it was to awaken you. The silence wasn't God leaving you, it was God drawing you closer. The storm wasn't punishment, it was positioning. Everything is turning. The tides are shifting. God's hand is pressing over your life with strength and clarity. Michael's voice is firm because heaven is serious about you. Serious about your calling. Serious about your peace. serious about the promises that have been hanging over your life like thunderclouds. The time has come for them to rain down. And when the rain begins to fall, it will not be soft, it will be sudden. Healing will rush in. Answers will come with clarity. Strength will rise where exhaustion tried to reign. There are some battles you never asked for, but you fought anyway. You kept standing, even with shaky knees. You kept praying, even when your voice trembled. You kept believing, even with a crushed heart. And now, heaven is honoring every ounce of unseen obedience. Every seed of faith. Every moment of surrender. Michael didn't come to bring you motivation. He came to bring you confirmation. That what God spoke is still true. That what He promised is still coming. That what He began, He will finish. You have been fighting things in silence that others would not have survived. And yet, you did. That is not a coincidence. That is the hand of God wrapped around your life. That is the mercy of God covering you when no one else knew you were slipping. That is the strength of God carrying you when your own legs couldn't hold you up. And now, He is not just carrying you, He is lifting you. You are rising. Not because of your own ability, but because God has called you to rise. The enemy did everything he could to bury your purpose. To bury your identity. To bury your joy. But he failed. And now heaven is digging up everything the enemy tried to hide from you. Every lost piece of your soul is being restored. Every stolen opportunity is being redeemed. Every delay is being rewritten by divine timing. The days of running on empty are over. God is pouring fresh oil into your spirit. You are being renewed. Not patched up, not just barely surviving, but made whole. Your spirit is expanding. Your discernment is sharpening. Your hope is returning. And your worship is carrying new weight. You will not walk into this next season carrying yesterday's pain. The Lord Himself is peeling off the heaviness. He is wiping your eyes. He is speaking life where there has only been survival. This message is not hype. It's not drama. It's heaven's way of getting your attention when the weight of the world tried to numb your soul. You may have lost your fire, but God never lost His grip on you. You may have let go, but He never did. His love is relentless. His pursuit is fierce. And His timing is perfect. Comment 12:12. Let this moment be sealed in prophetic timing over your life. Everything is starting to make sense. The battles, the delays, the closed doors. You are seeing now that it was never punishment, it was preservation. You were not being ignored, you were being held. You were not being punished, you were being protected. The people who left were meant to leave. The doors that shut were never meant to open. The pain that shook you is now birthing purpose inside you. And Archangel Michael is here to remind you that it was all seen by heaven. Every tear was counted. Every prayer was stored. Every groan of your heart was answered, even when you didn't hear the response. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are sealed with God's power. This is your moment. Heaven is speaking. The Spirit is moving. Stay in this. Let the rest of this word wrap around your soul. God is not done speaking. Something even deeper is coming. Let it continue. Let it finish what it started. The weight of this hour is heavy with heaven's intention. Every time you thought it was over, it was really just beginning. Every time you whispered a prayer no one else heard, it echoed through eternity. And now the response is arriving, not quietly, but with divine power. Archangel Michael is not just announcing deliverance, he is bringing it with him. God is not asking you to try harder, he's asking you to receive deeper. Let the fire of his love melt away what shame and fear have tried to build around your heart. Let the wind of his Spirit blow through the places you kept locked away. Let heaven move without resistance. Comment 777. Let this be a holy agreement between your heart and heaven's perfect order over your life. You are not just being encouraged. You are being revived. You are being brought back into alignment with your calling. You are being pulled out of survival and pushed into destiny. What you thought was lost is not lost, it was preserved. What you thought was delayed was actually being shaped for the right moment. And now, that moment is here. Not because everything is perfect, but because God's timing is. The wounds you've carried are turning into weapons. The tears you've cried are turning into rivers of living water. The silence that once haunted you is now making space for the sound of breakthrough. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Heaven has not been still. Angels have been assigned to your case. Chains have been breaking behind the scenes. You have not been stuck, you have been shielded. The wall in front of you wasn't a prison, it was protection. And now that it's time to move, it's crumbling. There is no force that can stop what God has released. No voice can override his will. No lie can survive his truth. And no curse can land where God's covering is active. You were never forgotten. Even when you forgot yourself. Even when you didn't know what to pray. Even when your faith felt paper thin. God was there. He never distanced himself. He never grew tired of you. He never rolled his eyes when you cried for the same thing over and over. He just waited. Waited for the right moment. Waited for your heart to open again. Waited for the timing of heaven to align with the story he's been writing over your life since before you were born. Now the page is turning. The next chapter is not like the last. You are not going back to what broke you. You are not returning to what drained you. This is a divine rerouting. The hand of God is upon your story, not just to hold it, but to rewrite what the enemy tried to ruin. And Archangel Michael has come to guard what's about to grow. Heaven is breathing over your purpose again. Your mind is being renewed. Your spirit is coming back to life. And the joy that felt like a distant memory is about to be your daily portion. The fire you lost is coming back stronger. Not the fire of emotion, but the fire of identity. The fire of knowing who you are. The fire of standing in truth no matter what shakes around you. That fire is rising right now. The parts of you that have been numb are waking up. The pieces of you that have been buried are rising. And the heaviness that's followed you like a shadow is lifting. You are not going to be the same after this. That's why the message came the way it did. That's why Michael said, it has to be right now. Because God doesn't want you to carry this weight for one more day. He doesn't want you lost in fear for one more night. He doesn't want your purpose delayed by lies that no longer belong to you. The time for breakthrough is not far off, it is now. Let the chains break. Let the confusion lift. Let the fog clear. You are not meant to walk through life second-guessing your value. You are not created to exist in cycles of delay. You are born of the Spirit. You are washed in the blood. You are carried by grace. And you are anointed with power. The enemy has tried, but heaven has spoken. God has the final word, and His word over your life is good. There is a trembling in the spiritual realm right now. Not because of fear, but because of alignment. What's happening right now is more than encouragement, it is a divine transaction. A handoff. Heaven is taking your sorrow and giving you peace. Taking your grief and giving you joy. Taking your fear and giving you courage. Taking your silence and filling it with song. Comment 999. Let this be your personal agreement with the heavenly exchange taking place. Don't move too quickly. Let this moment stretch. Let it breathe. The Spirit is still speaking. The fire is still burning. There is more to say, more to feel, more to release. Don't walk away from this yet. Stay with it. The presence of God is wrapping around you even now. The voice of the Father is whispering things no one else knows you needed to hear. Let it continue. You are not done. You are being made new. The atmosphere around you is shifting. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit is already sensing it. Something sacred is moving. What once felt heavy now feels lighter. What once felt impossible now seems reachable. And that's because heaven has stepped in. When Archangel Michael is involved, it means God is serious about making sure you walk into the promise and not just hear about it. He is not allowing your story to end in confusion, defeat, or fear. He is pulling you forward, into something fuller, deeper, and more holy than you imagined for yourself. Comment 1010. Let your spirit agree with the power and completeness of what God is doing in this very moment. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are in the middle of one. Right now, things are breaking that were holding you back for years. Cycles that your family never escaped are ending with you. Patterns of doubt, fear, addiction, self-sabotage, and insecurity are losing their grip. Not because of your strength, but because of God's mercy. Because He refuses to let darkness write the final line of your life. His light is stronger. His truth is louder. And His love is deeper than anything that's tried to define you. There is no mistake you've made that disqualified you. There is no moment you failed that canceled your future. Heaven doesn't operate under the judgment of man. God does not measure your worth the way others do. His eyes see past your failures and into your identity. And what He sees is His own reflection. You are made in His image, forgiven through His Son, covered by His grace, and protected by His angels. You are not a victim. You are a vessel. The oil on your life cost you something. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss, it wasn't wasted. It was poured into the soil of your soul, and now, that oil is rising. You will walk in a power that doesn't make sense to people who never saw the crushing. You will carry wisdom that you didn't study for, but bled for. You will speak with authority not because of a title, but because of the fire you walked through and survived. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The enemy tried to use your process to destroy you. But God has turned your process into preparation. What should have destroyed you has instead deepened you. What should have stolen your voice has made it louder. And what was meant to bury you has planted you in holy ground. The roots you've grown in secret are about to carry fruit in public. Not for your glory, but for His. Because everything God touches, He multiplies. Everything He breathes on, He resurrects. And everything He claims, He covers. Right now, the covering over your life is stronger than ever. Michael is not just standing beside you, he is guarding what's ahead of you. There are things coming that you've prayed for but couldn't see. Doors are opening that no man can shut. Opportunities are being sent that you didn't even know existed. Healing is breaking out in places where pain had set up permanent residence. This is not a temporary feeling. This is a permanent shift. You are not going back to that old cycle. You are not going back to that pit. You are not going back to that version of you that barely got through the day. This is the rising. This is the breaking of the new dawn. You will breathe differently. Speak differently. Walk differently. Love differently. Because the chains are gone. The shame is gone. The lies are gone. And the Spirit of God is resting on you like never before. Comment 15:15. Let this be your step into double grace and divine elevation over your life. You don't need to figure everything out. You just need to rest in this moment. God is not rushing you, He's surrounding you. He's not waiting for perfection, He's offering protection. The wind of His Spirit is soft, but it's strong. And right now, it's clearing away every lie the enemy told you. Every voice that said you were too far gone. Every echo that reminded you of what didn't work out. All of it is being silenced. Because the only voice that matters right now is the voice of your Father. And He is saying, "You are mine. Let those words settle into your bones. You are His. And because you are His, nothing can separate you from His love. Nothing can take you from His hand. Nothing can stop what He's about to do in your life. Your past can't stop it. People can't block it. Fear can't delay it. Because this is God's doing. And it will be marvelous in your eyes. Stay in this moment. Let the presence of God continue to wash over you. Let every sentence settle like rain. Let every word from heaven become a seed of healing, of peace, of restoration. There is more still to come. You are not done yet. God is still speaking. Let the next breath of this message carry you even deeper into what's unfolding. The breath of God is surrounding you even now. What was once too heavy to carry is being lifted by invisible hands. The tears that once soaked your pillow have become prayers that are now being answered. Not one of them was ignored. Every cry, even the ones that never made it past your chest, have been heard in the throne room. You didn't suffer for nothing. You didn't fight through the darkness for it to end in silence. You are about to see why the storm came. You are about to understand why it lasted so long. Because the strength you are walking into now would not have been possible without it. Comment 1717. Let this be your prophetic stand for the fullness of victory over your life. The pain is not your identity. The struggle is not your story. The loss is not the end. They were chapters, yes, but not the whole book. God is not finished. He is just beginning. And the pages turning now are filled with peace, power, and presence like you have never known before. You are stepping into a kind of clarity that is unshakable. A kind of grace that sustains. A kind of joy that isn't dependent on circumstance, but rooted in truth. This is what Archangel Michael was sent to tell you. Not to frighten you, but to call your spirit to attention. To wake up what's been sleeping. To remind you that there's more for you, and the time to rise into it is now. You may have forgotten what it feels like to be free, but heaven never forgot what you were made for. And freedom is your inheritance. Peace is your birthright. Wholeness is your portion. You're going to breathe differently after this. Not the kind of breath that survives, but the kind that lives. You'll stand taller, not in pride, but in purpose. You'll speak with clarity, not to prove anything, but to carry the sound of heaven with you. You'll walk with confidence, not from perfection, but from presence. Because God is with you. He always has been. And He's not letting go. There is a roar building inside of you, even if all you feel right now is a whisper. That whisper is still holy. That whisper is still enough. God is not waiting for you to be louder. He's just waiting for you to believe. Just believe that this moment was meant for you. That this message wasn't random. That this divine appointment has your name on it. Believe it deep, believe it fully, and let that belief open the gates of your heart for the Spirit to flood in. You are being filled again. With strength that doesn't make sense. With peace that surpasses understanding. With hope that holds steady through storms. What used to feel overwhelming will no longer touch you the same way. What used to shake you will now be under your feet. Because God is raising you up. This is a resurrection. The version of you that almost gave up is fading. The new you, the one filled with boldness and love and clarity, is rising. Heaven has seen what people could not. The loneliness. The inner war. The weight of disappointment. God never looked away. That is why help was sent. That is why Michael was released. That is why this message found you at the perfect time. God does not miss a moment. And He does not miss a soul. He reached for you today because it was time. Because your heart needed to remember what heaven still believes about you. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not hopeless. You are chosen. You are covered. You are protected. You are loved. And every weapon formed against you is falling now. Every lie that tried to define you is breaking. Every fear that tried to hold you back is losing its grip. You are not going back. You are moving forward into divine alignment, into divine peace, into divine strength. Let this word finish what it started. Let it wash over your thoughts. Let it clear out every doubt that has cluttered your vision. You are being made new from the inside out. And this is only the beginning. Stay in this holy space. There's still more heaven wants to pour into you. Don't let the moment slip away. Let it deepen. Let it settle. Let it prepare you for the glory ahead. Heaven is not in a hurry. God is not rushing through your healing. He is working with care, with patience, with love that knows no limits. Even the parts of you that you've hidden away, He sees them. Even the corners of your heart that you've guarded, He knows them. And yet, He is not pulling away. He is drawing closer. Because His love doesn't flinch at brokenness. It moves toward it with power and tenderness all at once. The presence of Archangel Michael isn't just about warfare. It's about witness. He has come to witness your turning point, to stand with you as heaven surrounds you with peace, fire, and restoration. Comment, Amen. Let this be your surrender to the healing hands of God. There's a reason you felt a pull in your heart as you've listened to this. There's a reason you couldn't scroll past. Your spirit knows what your mind can't explain. This wasn't just a word. This was a moment designed by God for your spirit to awaken again. The world may see your surface, but heaven sees your soul. And right now, heaven is pouring oil on the dry places. Living water is touching every part of you that has been parched from pain. Light is breaking into the places where shadows tried to build strongholds. The warfare around your life was proof of your value. The battle was never random, it was targeted. The enemy doesn't waste energy on those without purpose. He's tried to silence you because your voice carries weight. He's tried to distract you because your eyes are being opened. He's tried to isolate you because your heart is growing stronger. And now, Michael is standing over the battlefield with his sword drawn. The war over your life is being brought to an end. You will not live in spiritual conflict forever. Peace is your portion. Rest is returning. This is your time to rise, not in striving, but in stillness. To rise in grace. To rise in strength that flows from surrender. To rise in identity, remembering that you are not just anyone. You are God's beloved. You are the one He left the 99 to chase down. You are the one heaven rejoices over. You are the one the angels have been sent to protect. God is building something new in you. A strength that is quiet but unshakable. A hope that doesn't waver with circumstances. A joy that holds steady through storms. And a faith that no longer shrinks when life gets hard. You are not who you used to be. The fire has changed you. The valley has reshaped you. And the presence of God is renewing you from within. You've been in a cocoon season, hidden, forgotten by people, maybe even feeling forgotten by God, but you weren't buried, you were planted. And what's been growing in you is about to break through the surface. Not for show, not for applause, but for glory. His glory. What God does in your life next will make people look again. Not at you, but at Him. Because what's coming cannot be explained by talent or effort. It will be supernatural, undeniable, and holy. You don't need to force anything. The doors that are opening cannot be shut. The promises that are unfolding cannot be delayed. Your job is not to strive, it's to stay. Stay close to His voice. Stay surrendered to His will. Stay soft in your heart, even when life tries to make you hard. Stay expectant. Because your spirit has been recalibrated. You are no longer operating from emptiness. You are flowing from overflow. Comment 11:11. Let your expectation meet the divine timing that has already started to move in your favor. This is the shift. Not a wish. Not a hope. A real, tangible shift. You are going to feel lighter. You are going to breathe deeper. You are going to laugh again. And it won't be forced. It will be holy. Real. Healing. Because God restores completely. He doesn't just patch up wounds, He makes all things new. The message from Archangel Michael is not just a call to awareness, it is a divine signal that your season has changed. What was heavy is being lifted. What was unclear is becoming focused. What was stuck is being released. Heaven is not just moving around you, it is moving within you. The change is already happening. You are walking out of this moment differently than you came in. So take this with you. Hold it in your spirit. Let it speak to you long after this moment ends. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are deeply, wildly, relentlessly loved. And God is doing more than you could ever ask, think, or imagine. Stay close. He's not finished yet. Let it continue. There is still more. Everything that has happened up until now has led to this exact moment. The waiting, the weeping, the wondering, it has all brought you here, not to leave you empty, but to fill you again. Heaven is not far off. It is present. God is not silent. He is speaking. His voice may be gentle, but it carries the power to raise the dead and calm every storm. And right now, His voice is echoing over your soul, telling you to breathe again, to believe again, to build again. Comment 222. Let this be your simple act of trust that God is still in control. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. This is where everything begins to align. You are being pulled into a peace that does not rely on your understanding. A kind of peace that anchors your heart in the middle of things you still don't have answers for. That's what heaven does. It does not wait for conditions to be perfect. It brings the presence of God right into the middle of the chaos and says, "You are safe here." Archangel Michael was sent to make sure you remember that, to make sure the enemy knows it too. You are not stepping into the next part of your life dragging the pain of the last season with you. That pain is being healed. That confusion is being cleared. God is removing things from your spirit that you didn't even know were still attached to you. The spiritual dust of old battles, the heaviness of long nights, the invisible bruises from silent wars, they are all being lifted now. You are being cleansed, not just in body or mind, but in your very soul. This is holy ground. This space you are in right now, this awareness of God's voice, this awareness of His presence, it's sacred. He brought you here because He loves you too much to let you miss what's coming. The future He has for you isn't something small. It's big. It's rich with purpose. And it's protected by angels. You've been worried about what's next, but heaven has already gone before you. The road you're about to walk has already been covered in prayer, in power, and in promise. You are not being left behind. You are being called forward. Not rushed. Not pushed. Called. And when God calls you, it's never for less. It's always for more.